Hey, how's everybody doing? It is almost about 5 o'clock in Chicago. Um, just going to go real quick over the futures here. Maybe talk a couple of the staples or some of those other ones. But what do we have, man? We got amazing strength and very much of it. All right, on the quarter and on the month. All right. If there's anything that's a little vulnerable right now, it's this. It's the Qs here. And again, this is the strongest of the bunch, but this thing's kind of stuck in the middle here. So Tuesday, Wednesday, okay, you get the higher high, but you finish with the red hammer on the upside. All right, but a hammer's a hammer. Okay. So got up to 737.60. That was on the over. That was overnight from earlier today. So let's not worry about that. All right. Got an actionable on the inside on the 60 now. See if they're at Qs. Were really obstinate today. Just not playing ball at all. And this is your 4 hour. So this was it for the whole day pretty much. And then you got your new flip on your 4 here. All right. So right in this area right here is where we are, and guess where we are? We're stuck in the middle. All right, so we'll see what happens. Again, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we get Thursday, Friday, and we see how this week ends out, and we get a new month coming. All right, so again, that's probably the strongest one of the bunch. SPY is kind of shootering down on the week, a little fragile. Okay, a little China doll up here. All right, so we'll see. We got what? We got up to 752.13. All right, 752.13. All right, $752.13. All right, so again, we got strong on the quarter. I know you can't see that, but that's okay. You can look at your quarter. You can pull that up. We already know that thing is right there with the month. All right, so 2-2 up. Again, a little vulnerability here. Let's see what the next 2 days are going to bring with the short week. All right, we finished with the hammer back up. SPY, not its best day. All right. That's your Tuesday, Wednesday. All right, so we could go flat out the rest of this week from the way things are going right now, because today was kind of very choppy. If we pull up on the, just look at the 60s here on the hourlies on today on SPY. All right, you made this move to the downside. You flattened out, and it's a lot of ping pong here. All right, so they came back though, tried the little cup. Got the little cup going there. See if you can get that handle. Maybe that can get going. I'd like to see that be a little bit elongated, but it is what it is. All right, so that's where we finish the day here today now, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. All right, diamonds. Again, the diamonds and the Qs kind of battling for losers of the day. Diamonds comes down on the day with another shooter coming back down. Even though it's green, it's a shooter coming down. All right, so chopping up here today, folks. This was a 2-1. This is our whole day basically in there in that third, four, so that last flip was at 2, so it doesn't end till 4. But as you can see, this was diamonds all day, and here's our 60s. All right, it's consolidated for 2 hours. Doing nothing, just sitting inside. All right, hesitation. What do we say? Not sure. Well, look at the week. All right, this is the most fragile of the China dolls. All right, so this one here, we're going to be interested to see how the next 2 days are going to finish out there. All right, so you got the shooter down, hammer up, shooter down. So if none of it has gone into force. Okay, so don't sweat it as yet. We'll just see what the rest. Like I said, we could just flatten out here the rest of the week. It wouldn't surprise me at all. All right, so that's the futures. Tech was probably the one that did not have the best day for sure. XLK got all the way back down to 182.49. It goes outside day. All right, so at 186.27. Again, let's see how this comes out here. We're going to be somewhere right inside this area, so we're looking to be 3-1 to start the day. That's for sure. All right, so we'll see what tomorrow's going to bring. It's I'm showing a little bit trying to come back here on the overnights. All right, so there was just a lot of things today that were blocking a lot of these big stocks from moving. Micron couldn't hit that $1,000 mark. Everyone was looking for that. Marvel reported after the close today, I think, right? MRVL. Maybe it's tomorrow morning. Okay, I think so. All right. So Marvel, this is your Marvel day, 2-day down. All right. So we've kind of taken a little bit of a hit with tech. We'll see what's going on. Salesforce, this one 176 inside. I think this one reported, and it looks like that one's very close to where it left off. So sitting there basically unchanged right now on Salesforce. All right, so you got that one. So we'll see what tech brings. I really want to go with more of the sectors. So XLP kind of fell apart today. Had a really nice move, but it didn't really come in too horrible. We'll see if we could turn this around and get it back going. I mean, right now, the month is in a really bad spot right here. Stuck in the middle of the month perfectly. I mean, there's not much to talk about there. It's tight. All right, so there needs to be something to start changing here. All right, so we're going to be definitely probably going to be opening right around the new month here on Monday. So I would be a little bit more cautious with this guy right now sitting there. Just hesitation, and you're inside actionable trying to go back up on a hammer, and you finish the day with the shooter back down. So Staples, we need them to bring them in a little bit more, I think. All right, I think we still need to bring those in a bit. So, but they had a good, decent day today. They were pretty much all up, but a lot of them kind of gave it up at the end of the day. XLC Communication, good day, man. I mean, it was a good day. They took some profits here in the 4 hour, but this was a nice move to the upside for the day. It's only finished up 71 cents. So we'll see what we'll see. Meta on the move, right? 634, chose at 635.32. It's actually a little bit lower here right now. So 212 on the week and looking to finish the job, right? 682.69. I don't see that happening right now. I just don't see the futures having it. All right, they just did not have it today. All right, so not too much there. And then Netflix is not doing anything. They upped the prices and it hasn't changed. It went down actually back from where it was. All right, so we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen there. Facebook is putting out some news now. You're going to have to subscribe. They're talking about subscriptions, and you're going to be potentially paying to be a member of Facebook. All right. So that is an interesting move there. I'd say that within time, you won't even be able to get on the internet. You're going to have to get somebody. You'll get your Wi-Fi, but then you might have to sign in to what you want to go watch, and there's going to be so much that you can pick from. All right, so. That's a little bit of my thinking forward, but I'm hoping that's not the case. All right, so Netflix, not so much, not so much there. Obviously, XLV kind of fell apart at the end of the day with the shooter back down. Okay, and then you got XLF, really couldn't get it going at all today. So it finishes with the day down. All right, so the banks are not playing ball right now. That is hindering everything that the diamonds are trying to get done here. All right, so without the financials, I mean, we're going to need them. All right, it's as simple as that. All right, so 2-1 inside on the month here, kind of stalled out right now. Up here, guys, there's nothing going on upstairs. The lights are on, but no one's home. All right, so XLF down and out there a little bit. I got the Utes getting a little bit better. Again, but they're not going anywhere. All right, so here's the day today. It's a 2-1 day, and now you got overnight. Trying to push it around a little bit. We'll see what happens with that. But that is taking back up on a 4-hour. All right, and it's starting to show up on the 60 here a little bit. All right, so utilities. Here we are. We're stuck in the middle here on the month. So we're on the quarter. So we're in indecision. And then here's our monthly right now. All right, so we're at this 45-14 area right now. So. How are we getting out of that is, we're going to have to push bully all this up. All right. We did take 2 up here on the week, so that's why it's 2, but it dropped back in. So we'll see if this can change anything in the next 2 days. That's 2 down. Give me 2 up. What do you say? Balance it all out perfectly, right? 2 down and a 2 back up on your utilities. XLY, I mean, there was a hand group of stocks that were really good, and then there was a lot of stocks that weren't super, all right? And XLY had a really good day, and it looks like it wants more coming in tomorrow from the way it looks right now. XLY is looking in pretty hot. And we looked at NCLH. We had the cruise ships today, all right? So, there you go. And NCLH was up 6.14% today. All right, Norwegian Cruise Lines. And then you got Carnival Cruise Lines. There's another one up 4.75% today on Carnival Cruise Lines to the highs. All right, and then we got the other. We got Viking, VIK. Viking with the massive day to the upside, up another 5.49%. All right, a 2-2 up. Give us another one on this move, right? We're trying to get these cruise ships going again. All right, so Viking better, and then the king, I believe, is Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, and that was up 2.79%, up $7.46. It seems to be folding the chairs late in the day. He's cleaning up chairs, so we'll see what happens there. Fold them away and put them away, coming back down a little bit on that one. All right, so that group, pretty good. All right, and then we'll go through some more in the morning. XLE Energy, I got to say, crude's really down and out, but man, I'll tell you, crude is like punching. So I got a possibly decent support number here today at 87.68. All right, so at 87.68 on that's on your /CL. All right, so on that one, we'll see if that can hold. And we tested it here this morning. Now, I just kind of put it to work here. All right, now here's that low that we made today. All right, and here we are inside to finish the. This thing flips at certain times. Freaks me out sometimes. All right, but 2-1 inside. That's been a nice move to the downside on the crude. Okay, for sure. So we've dropped about 6 or 7% just in a few days here. Now, they're saying that if the Hormuz got open or the Strait, then that it's still going to take time. All right, it's still going to take time to get all that back operational and moving back to 100%. All right, so we'll see what happens. We'll just kind of watch the crude here a little bit. We're not trading into that thing, anything. I'm going to leave it at that. The airlines, they kind of gave up today with with the price of gas. The price of gas coming down, you would think you'd get a little bit more support on the airlines, but the airlines have already moved pretty good. Triple M was a little tired today, and XLI it was kind of an inside day. Really didn't do anything. The industrials were very quiet today. Even GE, Nova, Cat, and GE. So there's GE, GEV, and Cat. All three of them, rather kind of not much going on there. All right, so we'll see what tomorrow's going to bring. And at that point, I'm going to leave you here. All right. Be good. Be good.